August 23rd, so we're in Proverbs chapter 23. Going to look at verses 1 through 3 and pull out one point. The idea in verses 1 through 3 is going to continue further into this section of the chapter, but we're just going to look at verses 1 through 3 and talk about a psychological aspect of life that we need to be careful about. Proverbs is a book of wisdom, and it teaches us all about how to live a wise and fruitful life for God. So Proverbs chapter 23, verses 1 through 3. When you sit down to eat with a ruler, observe carefully what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are given to appetite. Do not desire his delicacies, for they are deceptive food. Well, what does this mean? Is this saying that you shouldn't eat a lot? No, I don't think that's the point. Because remember, again, that's kind of like common sense. This is a book of wisdom. And this idea, these three verses are not talking about healthy eating. What they're talking about is the desire that we have to repay somebody. Everybody has this desire. When you give somebody something, automatically they feel obligated to give you something back. Have you ever wondered why charities or organizations that are asking for money, why they send you things for free in the mail? They'll send you address labels, or they'll send you something that is really insignificant, but they gave you a gift. And once they give you a gift, you feel much more inclined to repay them. They sent you address labels, they sent you a calendar, whatever, and so then you feel like you should pay them back. You feel like the need to reciprocate. And so what he's warning you about here is when you go and you visit somebody and they offer you something. In this case, the king offers fine food, right? He's giving you something that you probably are not going to be able to have on your own. He says, don't eat it. Be very careful what you take from the king and why you take it, because you are going to want to pay him back. You are going to feel indebted. And this is true with kings, it's true with businesses, it's true with absolutely anybody. When somebody gives you something, be very wary of what you accept and be very careful, because it is going to make you feel obligated to pay them back. And this psychological effect is so powerful, they can cash that chip in years later. And if they give you something minuscule, like food, they can ask you for something huge, and you will still feel obligated to repay them. So be very, very careful. Here's this warning about accepting food, fine gifts from a king. When somebody offers you something, again, be careful. Be very wary who you accept things from. It's okay to tell people no if they're giving you things. It's okay to take the gifts that somebody insists that you take and either give them back or give them away or throw them in the trash. Because you shouldn't feel obligated to do something for somebody, especially if they're going to ask you later to do something that's ungodly or sinful. So again, be careful. The book of Proverbs deals with all sorts of things, and in this case, I think it's dealing with a psychological aspect of how we operate. We feel the need to reciprocate, so be careful what you accept and who you accept things from. That's Proverbs chapter 23, verses 1 through 3. See y'all tomorrow.